A king has his reign. It's inevitable. What's going on?
Whatever that probe is picking up, it's reading life form.
Whoever has that kid wins the war.
When it comes to great movies, there's no film genre as infinitely creative or original as sci-fi. These films don't just entertain, they push boundaries, dream up wild futures, and make us question what it really means to be human. If you're wanting a list of the hottest sci-fi movies streaming right now on Netflix and Prime Video, loaded with aliens, epic space odysseys, time travel twists, and futuristic thrills, you're in the right place. Starting our list at number 15 is The Creator. In a near-future world torn by war between humanity and advanced artificial intelligence, after AI caused a catastrophic event, a disillusioned ex-Special Forces agent named Joshua Taylor, played by John David Washington, is recruited for a high-stakes mission to locate and destroy the Creator, the mysterious architect behind next-generation AI that threatens human dominance. Journeying through lush, war-torn Asian landscapes filled with sentient robots and hybrid beings, he uncovers profound moral complexities about coexistence, empathy, and what defines life. The story builds to intense confrontations involving the massive orbital weapon Nomad, blending high-stakes action with emotional turns. It's a classic Reluctant Guardian plus child, sci-fi setup with strong visual flair, perfect if you enjoy thoughtful action over heavy exposition. Number 14, Minority Report. Set in a future where pre-crime uses 3 psychic precogs to predict and prevent murders, arresting people before they kill, Chief John Anderton, Tom Cruise, is accused by the system of a future murder he knows nothing about. Framed and hunted, he goes on the run, abducts precog Agatha, Samantha Morton, to find a possible minority report proving his innocence, and uncovers corruption at the heart of pre-crime. The film blends pulse-pounding chases, innovative future tech, gesture interfaces, personalized ads, and body horror with deep philosophical questions about free will versus determinism, surveillance, preventive justice, and the ethics of punishing thought crime. Spielberg delivers stylish, kinetic action alongside Cruise's intense performance, making it a visually dazzling, thought-provoking standout. Number 13, Upgrade. The film follows Gray Trace, Logan Marshall Green, a rugged, old-school mechanic who distrusts modern automation in a near-future world filled with self-driving cars and smart homes. After a horrific home invasion leaves his wife dead and him quadriplegic, a reclusive inventor offers him an experimental AI implant called STEM, which restores and supercharges his mobility with enhanced strength, reflexes, and combat prowess. Gray uses these powers for revenge against the killers, but as he relies more on STEM, which speaks directly in his mind, control shifts, leading to a dark twist about autonomy and who truly runs the show. Beyond the surface thrills, Upgrade packs smart, timely commentary on our uneasy relationship with technology. It satirizes Luddite fears of obsolescence, especially for macho types who value manual skill over algorithms, while delivering a chilling allegory for real-world AI risks. Number 12, Prometheus. Set in the late 21st century, a team of scientists and explorers aboard the spaceship Prometheus follows ancient star maps to a distant moon, believing they point to humanity's creators, an advanced alien race known as the Engineers. Archaeologist Elizabeth Shaw, Noomi Rapace, her partner Charlie Holloway, the android David, Michael Fassbender, and corporate officer Vickers, Charlize Theron, arrive to discover a derelict facility, a deadly black mutagenic substance, and evidence that the Engineers may have planned to destroy humanity. The mission unravels with infections, grotesque transformations, betrayal, and the awakening of a hostile engineer. This visually stunning prequel to the Alien series dives deep into philosophical questions about creation, faith, and hubris while introducing terrifying biomechanical threats tied to the xenomorph lineage. Number 11. Predator, Badlands. Set in the future on a remote, extremely hostile alien planet teeming with deadly creatures and harsh environments, the story follows a young predator outcast played by newcomer Demetrius Schuster Kolo Amatangi, exiled from his clan. He forms an unlikely alliance with Thea, Ella Fanning, a Wayland Yutani synthetic android, as they embark on a treacherous journey hunting the ultimate adversary, amid brutal fights, stunning world building, and a mix of menace and surprising heart. Unlike traditional entries focused on humans versus Predator, this one puts the Predator center stage as protagonist, with no major human cast beyond Fanning's synth role, emphasizing Predator culture, survival, and epic hunts, gore, and fresh perspective while staying true to the lore. Number 10, Avatar. In 2154, humanity mines the mineral unobtainium on the lush, bioluminescent moon, Pandora, home to the tall, blue-skinned Na'vi people who live in harmony with nature. A paralyzed ex-Marine, Sam Worthington, joins the Avatar program, using genetically engineered Na'vi bodies controlled remotely from afar to infiltrate and negotiate with the indigenous tribes. As he bonds with the Na'vi and falls for one of them, he becomes torn between corporate greed, military aggression, and the profound beauty of an alien ecosystem threatened by destruction. It's emotionally engaging with themes of environmentalism, colonialism, cultural respect, and personal redemption, wrapped in high-stakes adventure. Number 9. Life. Aboard the International Space Station, an international crew of astronauts, including Jake Gyllenhaal, Rebecca Ferguson, and Ryan Reynolds, retrieves a soil sample from Mars containing what appears to be the first evidence of extraterrestrial life, a single-celled organism they name Calvine. As the team celebrates and studies it, the life form rapidly evolves, displaying alarming intelligence, adaptability, and aggression. What starts as scientific wonder turns into a desperate fight for survival in the confined zero-gravity environment of the ISS, with the creature stalking the crew through vents, labs, and modules in a tense, claustrophobic thriller echoing classic space horror. Number 8. Lucy. Lucy, Scarlett Johansson, an American student in Taipei, gets tricked by her shady boyfriend into delivering a briefcase to a ruthless Korean drug lord, Choi Min-sik, captured and forced to become a drug mule for a powerful synthetic substance. When the drug leaks into her system, it triggers an unprecedented evolution. She begins accessing far beyond normal human brain capacity, gaining superhuman intelligence, physical abilities, time perception manipulation, and godlike control over matter and reality. Pursued by ruthless criminals and racing against her own accelerating transformation, Lucy embarks on a high-octane, philosophical journey across continents, blending explosive action, trippy visuals, and big ideas about human potential, evolution, and the limits of consciousness. It's a fun, over-the-top Besson spectacle, stylish action, trippy visuals, Johansson's commanding performance, she's magnetic and badass, and bonkers pseudoscience wrapped in fast-paced thrills. It blends revenge thriller energy with philosophical musings on human evolution, consciousness, and transcendence. Number 7. The Martian. During a manned mission to Mars, astronaut Mark Watney, Matt Damon, is presumed dead and left behind after a violent dust storm forces an emergency evacuation. Stranded alone on the hostile red planet with limited supplies, he must science the shit out of survival, growing potatoes in Martian soil, rigging communications, and rationing resources, while NASA scrambles back on Earth to mount a rescue before his oxygen runs out. It's smart, thrilling, and surprisingly funny sci-fi that celebrates human ingenuity and optimism over despair. Damon's charismatic, wisecracking performance anchors it perfectly, with sharp humor, realistic hard science, stunning visuals, and edge-of-your-seat tension without relying on monsters or villains. Number 6. Alien. The 1979 film Alien, directed by Ridley Scott, follows the blue-collar crew of the commercial towing ship Nostromo, who are awakened from hypersleep to investigate a mysterious signal from a nearby moon. On a derelict alien spacecraft, they discover fossilized remains and a chamber of eggs, one of which implants a parasitic organism into a crew member. Back on the Nostromo, the horror escalates as the creature emerges violently and begins stalking the crew one by one in the dark, claustrophobic corridors. The story builds relentless tension through isolation, corporate indifference via the ship's computer protocols, and the unstoppable acid-blooded predator. It's less about complex twists and more a masterful slow-burn horror in space. Often described as a haunted house thriller, where the monster is an intelligent, near-indestructible force of nature, the film's strength lies in its atmosphere, practical effects, and Sigourney Weaver's iconic final girl role as Ripley, turning it into a landmark blend of sci-fi and pure terror. Number 5, Sunshine. Set in 2057, with the sun dying and threatening life on Earth, an international crew of astronauts is mankind's last chance for survival as they embark on a desperate one-way mission aboard the massive spacecraft Icarus II to deliver a massive stellar bomb designed to reignite the star's core. As they approach the sun, the team faces psychological strain, technical failures, isolation in deep space, and unexpected encounters with a previous failed mission, leading to profound questions about sacrifice, faith, humanity's hubris, and survival in the face of cosmic apocalypse. Sunshine isn't just a dynamite science fiction film, it is a marvelous look at a group of desperate people coming together to face an impossible challenge. Number 4, Pandorum. 2 crew members awaken from extended hypersleep aboard the massive interstellar generation ship Elysium, bound for a distant colony planet with thousands of passengers in stasis. With no memory of recent events and the ship seemingly abandoned, they navigate its endless, dimly lit corridors, only to discover the vessel has descended into chaos. Mutated creatures roam the halls. The crew has gone feral from Pandorum, a psychosis induced by long-term space isolation, and the mission's survival hangs by a thread. This intense, gory psychological horror in deep space explores madness, survival instincts, and the terrifying consequences of humanity's multi-generational voyage to the stars. Number 3, Alien Covenant. The story follows the crew of the colony ship Covenant, who are en route to a distant planet to establish a new human settlement with thousands of colonists in cryosleep. There they encounter the synthetic android, David, Michael Fassbender, the sole survivor from the Prometheus expedition, who harbors dark secrets and twisted ambitions involving creation, destruction, and the black goo pathogen. What begins as a promising discovery turns into a nightmare of horror, betrayal, and survival against neomorphs and xenomorphs. The film blends intense body horror, philosophical themes about creation and hubris, echoing Prometheus, and classic alien-style suspense with gruesome creature attacks. Number 2, Ex Machina. In a near-future setting, Caleb Smith, a young programmer played by Domhnall Gleeson, wins a week at the isolated estate of his CEO, Nathan, Oscar Isaac. There he's tasked with administering the Turing test to Ava, Alicia Vikander, an advanced humanoid designed to be indistinguishable from a human in conversation and behavior. Through intimate sessions, Caleb probes Ava's consciousness and emotions, while hidden motives, power plays, and manipulations unravel, leading to a chilling climax about deception, desire, and freedom. Its razor-sharp commentary on AI ethics, consciousness, and human flaws, toxic masculinity, objectification, especially of female-coded AI, and the blurry line between creator and creation. And finally, number 1, Alien Romulus. The story follows young colonist Rain, Coily Spaney, and her synthetic brother Andy, David Johnson, as they join a small group to raid the abandoned Weyland-Yutani station Renaissance for cryostasis pods to escape their grim mining colony. On board the derelict facility, they trigger facehuggers, infections, and classic xenomorph attacks in claustrophobic zero-gravity terror. Alvarez delivers intense practical effects horror, strong tension, great performances, and plenty of gore. Closer to the original film's philosophy, it's packed with homages but feels fresh and brutal, and there you have it. If you enjoyed this countdown and want more sci-fi movies, smash that like button, subscribe, turn on notifications, and join the squad.